So we all want to learn how to draw things every now and again, and there are plenty of tutorials on YouTube that explain how to draw said things. However, if you're looking at making a drawing tutorial channel, know how to draw the thing you're making your tutorial videos on, or else you'll end up drawing like this guy.
And that's pretty much it. There we have it. There's Teen Gohan, SSJ2 from Dragon Ball Z.
Not gonna lie, mate, but you're probably gonna have to step up your A game a little bit. I mean, I'm sorry, but what the fuck's up with the face? Not the best Dragon Ball Z face I've ever seen, if I'm totally honest. And his hands are fucking massive, dude. I get his hands are supposed to be close to the camera, but honestly, they're not that fucking big. Also, his feet look like Sideshow Bob's. Shorten them a little bit. And make it so he doesn't look like he's wearing high heels. Oh, I'd like to see you draw better, you can't stop making fun of the dickhead. Ah! Happy? No, of course not, you cuck. Now, you might be thinking, oh, Rads, he just fucked up on one video. No, he fucked up all of his Dragon Ball Z drawings. Not exaggerating, all of them. This is what happens when the guy who's drawing them lacks passion. Unlike me, I have all the passion necessary. Without passion, you don't give a rat's ass about what you're drawing, and this reflects onto your artwork. Those who draw good have a passion for what they draw. Those that don't, well, I think I've made my point. Anyway, that's not the actual subject matter of the video. Today we're going to be looking at a dead meme / old video. This one's by the totally not anti-white male association called Buzzfeed. Oh, fucking hell, someone call the cops, this video is old! Calm the fuck down. It's not about the time, but the content I post on this cancerous channel. Anyway, today we're going to be looking at a video called 36 Questions Women Have for Men. Fuck yes, here we go, cunt! Now, the like to dislike ratio may give you some idea as to what we're getting into, so put on your seatbelt, get in your car, drive away, because this is going to be shit as fuck.
How does it feel to be the same sex as Donald Trump?
Fucking horrible. Every day I wake up and say to myself, oh, I wish I weren't the same sex as Donald Trump, because it feels like I'm giving birth day in and day out. You fucking cancerous cunt. Really?
Why do you hate rom-coms? Or do you just feel like you need to hate them?
I don't. I've never watched one. They just don't interest me.
Everybody likes The Notebook. Everybody likes Beyonce. It's just a fact.
What if they don't, bitch? I mean, I've never heard of the first one, and don't know fuck all about Beyonce other than the fact that she's black. Racist!
Why do you make women sit around and talk about men in movies
When y'all easily just sit around and talk about boobs for hours?
Absolutely. All I do is talk about boobs all day, every day. Oh yeah, g'day mate, boobs are awesome. Oh, fuck yeah, brah, boobs are sick. Fuck yeah, boobs. Like, how would we even drag a conversation about boobs out for that long?
Why do you automatically assume that you won't like TV or movies that star a female lead?
I don't, for fuck's sake. I watched Alien, and I didn't assume anything about the lead character, Ripley. I even watched Gunbuster, for fuck's sake. If anything, the fact there are hot chicks in it made me like it even more. Okay, A, that is sexist, and B, anime sucks and is also sexist. You are a virgin living in his dad's shed and need to commit suicide. Thanks, random person in the comment section. How about this? Choke on your hair straightener.
Why are you surprised when women are funny?
I'm probably funnier than you.
Stop, okay? Just stop. You are not funnier than me, and that is the end of the discussion.
Why do you think that we're obsessed with you when we hook up?
9 times out of 10, I just want you to leave too. I'm busy. I got shit to do.
I'm surprised this bitch has shit to do at all. I mean, for fuck's sake, she works at Buzzfeed. Like anyone at Buzzfeed actually does anything with their fucking life other than sit around twiddling their thumbs and drooling everywhere.
Why can't I sleep with as many people as I want to without being judged? When men do it, they're congratulated.
Okay, first of all, I've never had a girlfriend in my entire life, but I do know this: if I did have a girlfriend, it'd be my preference that she didn't fuck a lot of guys prior to me, because it'd indicate that she has a bad track record. And second of all, I don't think men are congratulated as much as you think they are when they sleep with about 12 girls. Oh yeah, bruv, slept with like 12 girls yesterday. Oh, fuck yeah, bruv, that is so sick. Oh yeah. Fuck, 20 women, it was amazing. I suppose if you're Roman from GTA 4, it might make a little bit of sense, but in the real world, not really. Besides, you're kind of stereotyping, which is a little bit hypocritical, so... Oh yeah, that's right, I forgot. Historically, men have held a position of power, which means that we can be as sexist as we want to men, because they historically have held a position of power. Look, I'm sorry, but you're gonna have to use a way better argument than that. That argument can be demolished in seconds. People in the Middle East, they're oil tycoons. They have been rich for thousands of years. They have held positions of power for thousands of years. Okay? Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but if I said that Middle Eastern people are not allowed to come to Australia via boat, I'd probably get my shit kicked in by everyone. But they've held historical positions of power, so why am I not allowed to be racist to them? See, the argument is flawed and is stupid.
Why do you consider a woman a tease if she doesn't sleep with you after 3 dates, but a slut if she sleeps with you on the first?
No idea what a teased is. Never been on that many dates before in my life, so this question is irrelevant to me, but I assume they're just stereotyping anyway, so it doesn't matter. Moving on.
In what world does no mean yes?
No means no.
Yeah, man, all you do is rape, pillage, and you rape and pillage. You guys just do not know when to stop, do you? No means no. Like, fuck off. Like, we men just all forgot that no means no. Fuck me. So, apparently all men rape now. That's just fucking sick, okay? See what I mean? BuzzFeed is an anti-white, anti-male association, and they need to be completely stomped out of existence because they are just cancer. Nothing really else to say about this point. Moving on.
Why do you say that women are too emotional to be leaders?
Then justify catcalling by saying men just can't control themselves.
Name one fucking man that says either of those things. Since when has a man ever said that women are just too emotional to lead? And since when has a man ever said that men just can't control themselves? I mean, isn't that something that a feminist would technically say, that men just can't control themselves? After all, what was it you said earlier?
In what world does no mean yes?
Exactly. So shut the fuck up and go back into the kitchen. That was a joke, by the way. Calm the fuck down.
Why do you think that just because you're nice to me, I owe you my body?
Jesus fuck, have these girls ever come into contact with a man in their entire life? I sincerely do not think they have. Jesus Christ. In what world does a man think that a woman owes him her body just because she's nice to him? Where the fuck are you living? The Middle East?
Why would you ever send an unsolicited dick pic?
Why would you ever send me unsolicited nudes?
Why do you feel like it's okay to harass women or make offensive comments about women, but when somebody does it to your sister, it's not okay?
I don't do the first thing, and I look out for my sister because we're family. Pretty simple answer.
How does it feel to interrupt me when I'm in the middle of making a point during a meeting?
Why in the fuck would anyone want to meet you? What are your professions? Well, you know, I basically twitch and drool everywhere. I don't really think for myself or anything like that.
Why do you have to sit with your legs so wide open?
I get that you have balls, but I don't stand around with my arms wide open to make room for my boobs.
Love, balls are slightly different to boobs, okay? If your breasts get lightly touched by some weird dude, they're not gonna completely scream in pain, unlike us boys, where if a slight tap comes to our balls, it hurts like fucking hell. Okay, I'm exaggerating a little bit, but I've been hit by, an actual ball, and it hits my testicles, and only slightly, it was only slightly like a toss towards me, and it touches my testicles. It fucking hurts, okay? There's a small difference between balls and boobs. I can't believe I have to explain this to a bunch of girls. Then again, these girls are probably the same girls that sit around going,
Why are women perceived as the weaker sex, even though we literally birth you? Like watermelons through like this.
fucking dumb as doornails these cunts are. Hang on a second, make up your mind. Are women too fragile to be catcalled in the street, or are they so fucking super strong that they can give birth to us? Besides, I think that the amount of strength required to give birth is not the same as upper body strength, because in several studies found, and I'll put the links to said studies in the description so you can go search for yourself, women were found to have 40% less upper body strength than men. So that's why you're perceived as the weaker sex.
Why is it so bad to show your emotions?
It means you're human.
Short answer, it isn't. Long answer, men just generally don't show their emotions as much as women because that's just the way men are historically and evolutionarily.
Why are you always trying to prove your masculinity to me?
I'm not. That's just the short answer, really. I'm just not, trying to prove my masculinity to you. But in order for a man to prove their masculinity to you, it means that you would have to have been on a date with said man. And I highly doubt that you've been on a date in your entire life. Because look at you, you work for Buzzfeed, you're annoying, and you're a bitch who also stereotypes. So I don't think you've been on a date in your entire life.
Why the f*** isn't it ladylike to cuss? When did words get gendered?
Well, you kind of fucked up when you censored yourself there. And I completely agree with you. When the fuck did words become gender? It's almost as if you're pulling this shit out of your ass.
Why is it your first instinct to doubt women who have been sexually violated or raped?
For the same reason it's my instinct to doubt anyone who makes a claim. For example, if someone is claiming that someone raped them, that's a pretty big accusation. It probably wouldn't be fair if we didn't doubt people who accused other people of rape.
Why do you assume a woman's angry because she's on her period?
How the hell did you fuck that up? It's actually women who make that excuse, not men. Fuck me. Where are these cunts getting their ideas from?
Why do you think women that wear makeup are false advertising? We can say the same thing about your dick size.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. May God have mercy on your soul.
How in the fuck can dick size be false advertising? If my dick is like 4.6 inches, and it probably isn't, then it's 4.6 inches. You can't fake its size. Like, how tall was the Empire State Building? It's about 100 and something odd stories tall. Oh, that's false advertising, mate. How in the fuck could that be false advertising? It's an arbitrary measurement. It can't be hidden. Like makeup, you can just hide all your acne, hide all your stuff that you don't want other people to see without issue. I just don't understand how dick size can be false advertising. I'm sorry, it's just fucking dumb for someone to say something like that.
Why isn't it weird that there's a bunch of old white men sitting in a room making legislation about what I can and can't do with my body?
Grab your tinfoil hats, people.
Do you have a coochie?
What the fuck's a coochie?
Why are straight guys so obsessed with lesbians?
Again, linking these studies in the description below, but it's been found that an overwhelming majority of people that view lesbian porn are actually women. But if you're wondering why some people enjoy lesbian porn, it's generally because they don't want to jack off to something with a dick in the frame. They prefer it just be women and, you know, not men. That's kind of the reason why people might want to view lesbian porn.
How does it feel to get kicked in the balls?
Amazing. Every fucking day I just want to get kicked in the balls because it's the most pleasurable feeling on the entire fucking planet. It's brilliant. It's just amazing. How the fuck do you think it feels? It fucking hurts.
You ever get tired of trying to be manly all the time?
Oh yes, every day I just wake up and say to myself, oh, being manly all the time is just so tiring. Oh my god. I've never felt as tired from just being a man in my entire life. Oh my god, name one fucking man who genuinely tries to be manly all the time and actually gets tired from it. It's a dumb question, and I'm not going to waste any more time on it. Moving on.
Why are you so afraid of gender equality?
Because the prospect of everyone being equal all the time is just fucking terrifying, because we've never had it in the history of mankind, and it's very scary. Change sucks, and I hate change, you know, because I'm just a massive fucking conservative cunt, and I just don't want change to happen. Are you seriously suggesting that I'm not supporting equality and I'm afraid of it? Like, how much do you need to generalize to ask a question like that? Fucking hell.
Why do I deserve to be paid less than you?
In what world does 77 cents equal $1?
In what world does 68 cents equal $1?
How is that fair?
Sources will be cited, etc., etc., but basically the wage gap is just a giant myth. It doesn't actually exist. It's actually what is called an earnings gap, and an earnings gap is simply where one gender just simply earns more than the other, and it's simply because men generally work more than women, or work harder jobs than women, and the harder jobs that you work, the more you're gonna get paid, and that's what causes the earnings gap. And just these two women alone is evidence that they have no fucking idea what they're talking about, because I can't even get their fucking story straight. Is it 72 cents or 68 cents? Make up your fucking mind. God damn.
Why are you intimidated by a woman who makes more money than you? That's awesome! More money!
Well, it's awesome for the person that's making more money, but it isn't exactly awesome for the person that isn't. And no, I'm not intimidated by someone or a woman who makes more money than me. Quite frankly, I couldn't give a shit how much money people make. And don't worry, I'm not one of those dickheads who's like, oh, money can't buy you happiness, because money is what makes the fucking world run, okay? Money can buy you happiness, because money can buy you just about anything, and it will get you anywhere in the world.
Why are opinionated women seen as bitches?
When opinionated men are seen as boss.
Opinionated people in general are just considered assholes, like myself.
Why aren't you speaking up when you hear your male friends behind closed doors make jokes that are offensive to women?
Same reason I don't want to come across as bossy or annoying or as a cunt. Generally, those who are easily offended are just complete cunts, and there's honestly nothing wrong with making jokes. It's not like when you make a joke that are offensive to women, women are gonna die. Like, take this joke for example. Why do women work less than men? Because they're in the kitchen making me a sandwich. Just a quick disclaimer, no actual women died during the making of that joke. I don't understand why people find jokes offensive nowadays. It's like, we've run out of, like, first world problems that the first thing we need to do is just complain about jokes because we found them offensive. Like, we've got to treat jokes like we've just murdered a kid or something.
Why are you so afraid of recognizing your own privilege? Doesn't mean you're a bad person. Just recognize it and do something about it.
Well, the word privilege doesn't exactly have a solid definition in the feminist world, so as far as I can tell, if you're gonna say privileged, do you mean like people who live in Western society and you're calling them privileged? For fuck's sake, the fastest developing region in the world at the moment is Africa. Look how privileged those motherfuckers are becoming, huh? Recognizing my own privilege. Okay, I recognize it. It's like you gotta confess your sins to Jesus Christ or feminist Christ or something. You just gotta confess your sins like, Father, I am a privileged motherfucker. Please forgive me of my sins. And that's pretty much the end of the video. There's not really a lot to say about it, other than it is a very shit video, and pretty much sums up why all of 2016 was a shit year. And yeah, so I guess now you guys probably know a bit more about my opinions on feminism. Please do let me know if you guys did actually enjoy this video. If you did, you can hit the like and the subscribe button. As usual, I have been Rads, and that is the end of this video. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.